Hi there and welcome back. In the last episode, I've shown you how to create a refresh button and its corresponding object action to allow the different users of our hotel management system be aware of what other users are doing so that they'll be able to manage the registration and reservation properly. In this episode, I'm going to introduce you to the billing proper itself by starting with a room bill model. Okay. We are going to create a new model that will store all the charges and payments that our guests will be giving to us. Okay, so this is called the room bill.py. Let me show you I'm not going to delete the functions because I've already created this before, and I want you to see the whole application itself when it's running, and deleting the functions may not show the buttons, so I will have to preserve this. Anyway, I'm going to show you this in the description below. Okay, so this is called roombill.py. This stores the hotel bills, no? So it will use other existing models. We will use guest registration, charges, and hotel documents. By the way, I have not presented to you hotel documents. So here it is. Hotel documents that will only have name and the description. Okay, this stores the payment receipts, the debit memos, the room charges. I've explained this before, but I haven't shown you the model itself. Anyway, I have prepared the model, and I've included it also in our init.py hotel documents, so that we'll be able to import it in roombill.py. Okay, because we'll be introducing the different documents when we create the billing. Okay, so let's resume to our room bills model. Okay, so we have a name attribute, a metadata called hotel.roombill. So the Postgres table will be hotel underscore room bill, and then the description. And then every bill should be related to a guest registration ID. Okay, we'll have a copy of the guest registration because if incidentally, we will lose the registration ID, we will just replace it. There are instances where we could lose it, so we'll just get a copy of the guest registration ID. What is this? This is actually a many to one field related to the hotel guest registration model, which we have imported above. Okay, and then we will have a document ID. This is also a many to one field. Okay, uh, relating to documents, hotel documents. Okay, relating to whole hotel documents. Okay, which we have created before. We have the document number, and remember we have generated a PostgreSQL number, rather function that will generate the next number for each hotel. We have the charge ID relating to the charges. What are the charges? The room charge, the restaurant bills, no, and even the payments are also stored there. The charge name, no, the title must appear in the bill, and then we have that multi-company setting, no, so that each hotel will have their own independent guest bills. Okay, you have date applied. Uh, Date applied is different from create date because sometimes no bills are created late or early, so they may not be the same as date applied. No? So date applied is a date time field which it depicts the bill when the date when the bill is applied. Now we have a formatted field because of we want the date applied to be formatted with a month, day, year. Okay, month, day, year with us with AM, PM. Okay, we also have the amount applied, the charge amount or the payment amount, whatever it is. Okay, and then we have the details, the explanation. Okay, what the charge is for, and then we will have a, a state field. Okay, like the guest registration, our bill will have a draft mode, a final mode, and a cancel mode. We'll have a running balance because in the actual report, we are going to get a running balance as one of the columns in our in our bill. The debit amount. The debit amount is a computed field from the the amount applied. That is because in our bill, we are going to separate the columns debit and credit. Debit are the charges and credit are the collections and the discounts. So therefore, if the document used is DM or RC, room charge, it will be printed on the debit column. Otherwise, the debit amount will be 0. On the other hand, we also have another credit amount column, which is computed from the amount applied if the document is credit memo or payment receipt. Okay, we will compute the difference between the debit and the credit. Why is that? Because at the bottom of our bill, we will show the total amount. We can do that by creating a total of the difference between the credit and the debit amount. Okay, so we compute the difference between the debit and credit. So diff amount is the absolute between the absolute value. No, we format it. Okay. Okay. This is another computed formatted field, which becomes the absolute value. Okay, of the difference. But anyway, in the total, we will not consider the absolute value. Now we have action fields. Okay, which I will explain later. Actions that are used for saving the bill, for finalizing the bill, and for canceling the bill. And we will go back to our interesting discussion between window actions and object actions, okay, and so on and so forth. So this is the room bill model, which we will use to store our guest bills. Let me save this and let us add this to our init.py. Okay, so you say from dot import, we just do a tab, then save, just save all, and then let's update our hotel app. Go to Odoo. There it is. We go to apps. We activate the developer mode as usual. No, we don't. If you want, you can update app list. But if you've done this before, the Odoo conf has been read several times. Okay, let's upgrade this. I hope there's no error. Okay, so having tried this before, I'm sure there's no error. So anyway, let's minimize this and check the corresponding Postgres admin table. Okay. Remember, we are now using a different database. We'll run a query tool. Let's say select star from hotel underscore room bill. Okay, so we have an empty room bill. So that's up for now. In the next video or episode, I'm going to show you the next new guest registration.py that will show the bill. Okay, and I will also give you a new link to both the new guest registration.py, the hotel documents.py, and the room bill.py in the description below. Bye for now, and thanks for watching.